Hello children. Today we will start unit 2nd current electricity, and the first part of the unit 2nd is electric current and resistance. In the unit 1 we have studied about conductors that which contain free electrons, and these free electrons can move inside the conductors, and we know insulators which contain bounded electrons. The electrons which cannot move, they are known as bounded electrons. Now we will start. First topic is electric current I. It is defined as rate of flow of charge through any cross section of a conductor. Let conductor is given to you, and through this cross section, let the charge Q is flowing in a time t. Therefore we can say electric current is charge upon time, I is equal to Q upon t. Or let delta Q is small charge in delta time is small time. Therefore we can write I delta Q upon delta t. Or we can write I is equal to, this is d by dt of Q. So I is also defined as rate, also defined as the first derivative of the charge, d by dt of Q. d by dt is derivative, this is Q. So we can say I is the first derivative of charge. Now units of current, I is equal to Q upon t. Q is charge, unit is coulomb, time second, I is current, so it is ampere. So 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb upon 1 second. So now we can define as 1 ampere. The current is said to be 1 ampere if 1 coulomb of the charge passing through a conductor in time 1 second. Other units milliampere, 10 power minus 3 ampere, microampere, that is 10 power minus 6 ampere. Electric current is a scalar quantity because it follows scalar addition. It follows scalar addition and not vector addition. Direction of current, that is positive to negative, and this is conventional direction of flow of current. Next topic is drift velocity. It is defined as the average velocity with which free electron in a conductor get drifted in a direction opposite to the direction of applied electric field. It is known as drift velocity. It is denoted by Vd. Next topic is relaxation time. It is defined as the time taken by the free electron for the successive collision with other ions. Now the next topic is relation or derivation for the drift velocity. When no external electric field is applied, then the free electrons in a conductor move in any random direction. Therefore, their average thermal velocity is 0. Let u1, u2, u3 up to un is velocity of the electrons when no external electric field is applied. Therefore, average velocity, their average velocity will be 0. So we can say u1 plus u2 up to un upon n, that is equal to 0. Now, external electric field is applied. The electrons in a conductor, this is the direction of applied electric field. This electron in a conductor that get drifted in a direction opposite to the direction of applied electric field, and the velocity acquired by the free electron, this is known as drift velocity. Let relaxation time for first electron, second electron, third electron. For the nth electron is tau n. Now, according to equation of motion, we can write for the first electron v1 is equal to u1 plus a t1. For the second, we can write v2 is equal to u2 plus a into t2. For the third, we can write u3 plus a into t3. For the last, we can write vn, that is un plus a into tn. Now, average velocity is known as drift velocity. Therefore, we can write v1 plus v2 up to vn upon n. Now, we can put the value of v1, v2 up to vn. So, v1 is here. This is u1 plus a into t1. Value of v2, v3 up to last vn is un plus a into tn upon n. Now we can write vd as u1 plus u2 up to un upon n plus a, t1 up to tn upon n. Average velocity is 0. So vd is 0 plus a. This is the total time. We can write here, this is t. This is the average time t1 up to tn upon n. This is equal to t. So vd is equal to, we can write here, this is a into t, equation number first. Now, when the electron acquires the velocity, then it has acceleration. According to Newton's cycle of motion, F is equal to ma, and we know force exerted on the free electron, F is equal to Q into E. Charge on the electron minus E into E. Now comparing these two, we can write here ma is equal to minus E into E, or we can find the value of A. This is equal to minus E into E upon m. So we have find the value of acceleration. So we can put the value of acceleration in the equation number first. So we get Vd is equal to minus E into E relaxation time upon m. Here small e is charge on the electron. The value of E is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Capital E is electric field. This is relaxation time, where m is mass of electron. This negative sign shows that direction of drift velocity acquired by the free electron is in a direction opposite to the direction of applied electric field. Or if we take the magnitude, we can write here Vd is equal to E into E relaxation time upon m. Next topic is relation between drift velocity and current. Here L is length of a conductor, capital A is area of conductor, applied electric field is E. This is the direction of applied electric field. Now this free electron, it will be get drifted by velocity Vd. Now capital N is total number of electron volume of conductor is area into length, A into L. Small n is total number divided by volume, small n, capital N upon AL, or we can write here capital N is equal to NAL. Now we know Q is equal to capital N into E. Value of capital N is NAL into E. According to the relation of electric current, I is equal to Q upon T, where T is time. We know time is distance upon velocity, L upon Vd. Q is, we can write here NAL into E. Time is L upon Vd. It will be cancelled. So I is equal to NEA into Vd. This is the relation between drift velocity and current. Now we can put the value of drift velocity here. I is equal to NEA, Vd is E into E, relaxation time upon M. I is equal to N E square AE, relaxation time upon M. Now we can shift I from A from here. I upon A, this is equal to N E square E, relaxation time upon M. Next topic is mobility mu. It is a ratio of drift velocity to the applied electric field. Drift velocity is Vd, applied electric field is E. So we can write here Vd is, this is E into E, relaxation time upon M into E. It will be cancelled. So mobility mu is equal to E into relaxation time upon M. Therefore mobility is inversely proportional to mass. Units for the mobility. We know mobility is drift velocity upon electric field. Velocities, units meter per second, electric field E, Newton per coulomb. So we get meter per second per Newton coulomb. Next topic is Ohm's law. According to Ohm's law, if the physical conditions remain same, then electric current in a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference applied through the cross section of a conductor. Therefore, I is current, V is potential. Electric current directly proportional to the potential difference applied, I proportional to V, or we can write V proportional to I, or we can write here V is equal to I into R, where capital R is constant of proportionality and it is also known as resistance of conductor. Next topic is derivation of Ohm's law from drift velocity. This is conductor, length is L, potential is applied, so external electric field is E, potential is V. According to the relation, we know I is equal to NEA into Vd. According to the relation of drift velocity, we can write here E into E, relaxation time upon M. Now we can write here I is equal N into E square AE, relaxation time upon M. According to the relation, E is equal to potential upon distance, potential is V, so we can write here E is equal to V by L. I is equal to NE square A by M. E is V by L into time. Now we can shift ml in the numerator and the remaining terms N E square A into time is equal to, this is V upon I. Let we suppose ml upon N E square A relaxation time is equal to capital R. Therefore, R is equal to V upon I, or we can say V is equal to IR, or R is constant. R is constant. Therefore, V proportional to I. This is known as Ohm's law.